12 spies, one chance. The story of the 12 spies comes from Numbers 14. The Israelites entered the land of Canaan, and this is the land that God had promised to their forefathers. So Moses chose 12 spies into the land. Their job was to report on the land, the people, the towns, and the vegetation of Canaan. So the 12 spies entered Canaan and found that it was as good as they had been told. The land was rich and bountiful, flowing with milk and honey. After 40 days, the 12 spies returned to the Israelites. In their report to the Israelites, 10 of the spies reported that the people of Canaan were huge and their strengths were great. Those 10 people suggested the Israelites pack up and go back to Egypt. Egypt, the very land that God had just delivered them from out of slavery. Well, fortunately, there were still 2 spies who hadn't yet given their report. And those 2 spies were Joshua and Caleb. You see, Joshua and Caleb were both men of God who feared the Lord. They believed that with God's help, they could take over the land of Canaan. After all, they had God on their side. Well, despite Joshua and Caleb's reports, the Israelites chose to turn their backs on God and listen to the lie of the 10 corrupt spies. In a matter of one night, the Israelites were ready to pack up and go back to Egypt. That brings me to my first point, our calling. You see, Moses gave the 12 spies a job to do. And just like the 12 spies had a job, we have a job to do. And just like the 12 spies, we have one chance to do that job right. Mark 16, 15, and 16 says, "Go into all the world and preach the good news to all creation. Whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. Whoever does not believe will be condemned." You see, witnessing is just one thing that God has called each and every one of us to do. Whether it be at work, at school, or at the grocery store, God has called each and every one of us to go into all the world and preach the good news to all creation. So now that we have our job, let's look at how we utilize our one chance. When we get that one chance to witness, how are we going to use it? The way I look at it, there are 2 different ways we can respond to our one chance. We can choose to be like the first 10 spies and tell God that our friends are huge and impossible, that we'll never be able to witness to them. How many times when we get that one chance to witness, have we told ourselves something like, they'll never listen to me. They don't care where they spend eternity. I'm too cool to be known as a Christian kid. How many times have we thrown away that one chance? On the other hand, we can choose to respond to our one chance like Joshua and Caleb did to theirs. You see, Joshua and Caleb saw the same big, threatening land of Canaan that the other 10 spies saw. However, in their report, they said that they should go take up the land. Why? Because Joshua and Caleb knew that they had God on their side and that he had promised them the land. They were willing to accept their responsibility and finish their calling. Likewise, we can choose to accept our calling and make the most of the one chance that God gives us. Because one chance might be all that we get. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, and neither are our unsaved friends. And just like Joshua and Caleb, we know that we have God on our side. God is there with us when we don't know the words to say. And God is there with us when the enemy seems bigger than we are. You see, God has promised us these lost souls, and it's about time that we make good use of his promise. But if we're to succeed in our one chances, there's another thing that we must have. Second point, prayer. Without prayer, the Israelites would not be alive today. And let me tell you why. When the Israelites heard that the land of Canaan was huge and impossible, they quickly turned their backs on God. They even went as far as cursing God and threatening to stone Joshua and Caleb. They cursed God, blaming him for all of their troubles. Well, because of this, God's ready to strike all of the Israelites dead. But fortunately for the Israelites, they still had a couple of prayer warriors on their side. Moses and Aaron fell to their faces before the Lord. They pleaded with God to forgive them. Likewise, Joshua and Caleb ripped their clothes before the Lord. The Lord heard their cries and replied, Numbers 14:20, "I have forgiven them, as you asked." So as you can see, the prayers of Moses and Aaron saved the Israelites. And likewise, in order for us to succeed in our jobs, we must have prayer. If we do not pray faithfully, we will not have the power to finish our one chances. For it is not by our might, nor by our power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord. See, that's where the Israelites went wrong. They got so distracted by physical size and human fears, and they lost sight of what God had promised them. So many times it's so easy to look at the circumstances and just give up. But we must remember that we have God on our side and that he has promised us these lost souls. Remember, we only have one life, one chance. Woo!